Hello Taurus, and welcome to your mid-month June reading. The energies that are coming through, the energies that are coming through for you are around sacral chakra, which is your orange chakra just above your root. So it's kind of in the lower abdomen. And the energy around this is really about creativity, energy, action. There's a lot of excitement. The energy around you guys right now is unbelievable. There's a sense of like this inner explosion of light coming outward, and I'm feeling with a lot of you that you've recently stepped into a new level of awakening. This incredible sense of gratitude, an incredible sense of opening up in a way that you just haven't experienced before, and it's very powerful for a lot of you. I see many of you moving toward love and romance. This feels either like new love or romance, or something that's, I would say, within the first couple of years and developing now, going into that next level of commitment where you're really moving towards something long-term and committed for many of you. I see also a lot of you focusing on details. And because this is a general reading, it's hard to know exactly what that is, but I see you kind of figuring out details about something, and that could be anything from, you're trying to solve a creative problem, maybe you're working on building something. It's pretty general. I'm not getting a lot of specifics about that, and maybe the cards will have a little more information for us. I'm also seeing for some of you that there's a lot of family kind of energy right now. But the way that this came through, it started off with this sense of family and connection, and then I started feeling like some of you are really connecting in with a particular parent right now. There's a lot of feminine energy around this, and as I explored that further, it started to feel more like a spirit guide. So there's something about family, your relationship with one of your parents, or it could even be an aunt or a family friend that's female. But there's something very spiritual about this connection. While I feel like there's a family connection, it also feels like this person could be coming into your life to teach you something. They may be coming in to mentor you. They may have a lifestyle that you're really excited to learn more about, and they're going to be exposing you to that. But either way, there's something very important about that connection, and it does feel like there's a spiritual component to me. Again, this could be somebody who's passed, it could be a spirit guide, or it could be somebody in the current 3D who you just have a very, very strong spiritual connection with. So with that, Taurus, let's go ahead and jump in and see what more we can learn about your energies for the month of June. I guess for the second half of June, technically. And for those who don't know, I have moved my reading space into another room, which I just feel so much happier about. It's such a better space to read in. However, what that comes with is my animals. So every once in a while, you may see a feline spirit or being pop up onto the table because they love to be where I'm at. And now I'm in the middle of the house instead of sequestered away in a small room. And again, I just feel the energy in here so much better, and I'm really, really excited. But we'll see. The cats seem to be enjoying it so far. All right. So the first three energies out. The first energy out is fork in the road. Let me look at that in a little bit more detail. Let me go through each of these first. I'm not getting a lot of clarity on the fork in the road just yet. Between worlds, this feels to me like that explosion I was talking about where you have just literally exploded into the next phase of your awakening, the next phase of your life. The energy is just, it's like sparkling in joy and gratitude. There's just a lot of really positive energy around you right now. And I feel like this is energy that you've worked on that's coming from within. And so you're moving from being maybe between two worlds, and now you're moving into this place that's just a whole new life and a whole new beginning for you. And that is going to require some flexibility. Even as we evolve and we step into these new energies and these new places, and we have a much broader range of reference to be in that new space, that just means that the things that come forward at us or toward us, they might be different than what we're used to, right? They might not be the same, and we're not the same stepping into that. So it requires us to be a little bit more flexible so that we can navigate what new things are coming into our worlds and into our lives. And I'm going to pull some clarifiers on Fork in the Road. I'm still not getting a lot of clarity about that. There is a sense with this that it's connected to that spiritual guide that I was talking about. But what's not clear, it's coming through almost like, and I don't even want to say it, it's coming through a little bit like a decision between living and not living, or being in the spiritual world or not being in the spiritual world. And I just need a little bit more clarification around that. Oh, okay. I just got some messages around that. What I heard is that some of you, as you're stepping into this awakening, it is opening gifts in you that you had no idea you had. You may be awakened psychically. You might recognize that you're a light worker and you never realized that before. So you're awakening to all of these gifts. This spirit guide that's coming in strongly for you is going to help you navigate that, or this person that you've met is going to help you navigate that. And the fork in the road is about you consciously deciding whether or not you want to pursue expanding those gifts and bringing them into the world. Okay, that makes more sense now. It stumped me for a minute. I wasn't quite sure. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some gem cards and see what additional clarification we have for you. For Taurus. Two more, please. Thank you. All right. Opal, here's that card of joy. That just bursting at the seams with joy. And that's going to take some courage because it's a whole new energy for you. This is a whole new space. Something completely different that you're just not quite sure yet, but you're getting your sea legs. And fertility. This feels to me more about tapping into that spiritual energy and making that decision and learning to see from a creative place how to move forward using those new skills now. What does this mean to you? How do you integrate them? Will you try to make a living using them? Is this just going to become part of your life? So there's some questions about that for you. And that's what that mentor or spirit guide is going to really help you with. Okay, so let's see now, Taurus, where you are in this current energy. Where is Taurus in the current energy? Where's Taurus in the current energy? So a couple different things came out here. First card is the Five of Wands. And I feel like that's a little bit related to this fork in the road, right? It's like you recognize you're evolving and you recognize this new energy in your life, and it's very exciting, and you're moving toward that. And at the same time, you're a little bit like, do I really want to fully embrace this? So as you're moving into this light, you also feel a little conflict. I don't think this is going to last. I feel like you're going to get the right support at the right time, and it's going to help clear away any worry or anxiety that you have about that. And you're just going to be able to step into it with a pretty good amount of ease. So not to worry there. And I also have the Four of Wands, this kind of excited energy. I'm getting for a few of you, this might be related to love and romance, and you might actually be moving toward that committed marriage and relationship. And so for some of you, you might be moving toward marriage, or again, that deepening of a committed relationship. But for most of you, this energy is, again, that joyous explosion of awakening as you realize that you're moving into this new phase of your spirit and your life. It's almost like you're finally recognizing that nothing can touch you. Like you're now part of divine source in a conscious way. And because you have that conscious awareness, you're also conscious and aware that nothing can touch you. No matter what happens, you're good. You're golden, right? You're golden. And your intuition is helping you understand this. That's where that is coming from. Very much tapping into your intuition. And you're really getting this at a soul level. And the Hermit came in reverse initially. And I feel like this is the energy you're just moving out of. Yeah. Okay. So now let's look at what the outcome is for this evolution, this awakening. What's the outcome for Taurus in this energy? 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards, please. What's the outcome? Wow. The outcome is moving away from all the BS. Moving away from all the things that have they've weighed you down in the past, and you just realize now you're in a place of power, and you realize, I can just put all that stuff down. I don't need to carry it with me anymore. All those burdens are about how you used to take on other people's problems, other people's burdens, and now you just see it's like just laying down the brick, right? Where you were walking around with all these bricks before, and now you're just like, putting it down, putting it down. So that's a brilliant outcome. This is interesting. I want to get some clarifiers on this. But we also have the 9 of Wands. And in this, I'm seeing a new empowerment, but it's also like a little bit like training wheels, right? So you're newly empowered. You have all this energy. You're totally tapped in. You get it. And you're still kind of on training wheels. And so you might have a tendency to slip back into a little bit of ego or guardedness. And so as you move forward in this journey, you're going to just want to be mindful and just pay attention of where the ego starts to pop up again. And Queen of Swords, same kind of idea, right? And actually I'm hearing that this next phase, as you're moving into this strength that you have, you're going to go through a period where this is the way people are going to see you. People are going to see you as very strong and very clear. They're going to come to you for advice. They're going to be asking you for direction and guidance. And I'm seeing that you just want to keep yourself in check and stay open-hearted. Don't be so much in your head that you lose track of this beautiful energy that's coming into your life. And I just want to pull a couple of clarifiers on 9 of Wands. Any clarifiers on the 9 of Wands? What more can we know about this energy? And we have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, leaving some of that behind, leaving the ego behind. The ego and sometimes our thoughts and our ideas, sometimes they can lead us in, I don't want to say the wrong direction. It's not about moving in the wrong direction, but it's about moving in a direction that we're not feeling in control of, or we allow it to sway us and we become unconscious. And so we end up someplace that we don't expect to be. And then suddenly we're missing the whole point, because what we're trying to get to is behind us. But we're letting our ideas and ego move us. So that's kind of a little bit of a I guess, a caution, right? So in all of this, as you're expanding and growing, there's a little bit of a caution to just be mindful about that. And your mentor and your spirit guides, as long as you're staying connected with your intuition, tapping into your spirit guides and people that can help you along this journey, you're going to be just fine. And actually, I'm feeling called to pull just a couple of more clarifiers on the outcome. What additional information does Taurus need to know about the outcome here? So it had 7 of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles upright. So I'm feeling like this is, as you move forward, this is also about wish fulfillment, dreams filled, feeling connected to your family, feeling connected to your tribe, really having a lot of joy and satisfaction about that. And in reverse, the 7 of Cups feels like you're leaving behind indecision. You're leaving behind indecision and, again, just shedding some patterns from the past. It's very exciting, Taurus. This is a beautiful reading. So I'm going to pull some angel cards for you. We've already got some just popping out. Let's see what the angels have to say. Miracle. I'll read these for you. And clarity. Let's start with clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace. There is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place, a gift from your guardian angel. So you definitely have support on your side. And Miracle says, our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work, and it will turn out well. So you are being divinely guided here, which you already know. And it's a beautiful unfolding of what's to come. I'm excited to see your reading next month and see what you've begun to do with this newfound awakening. All right, Taurus, we'll see you again soon. Thank you.